Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this wonderful, bright, and glorious Thursday? Which is, everything seems a little jittery. Oh, well, we'll figure it out eventually. Man, it's really good seeing all you fine folks here today. Yeah, just in time. Look at you. Look at you. Hey, Miami Spice. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. How are you doing, love? Good to see you. And we got Cynthia, the retired firefighter, number 42. Oh yeah. Corn Freeze, K Wiz, Bill Cosby. What else have we learned this week? They're trying to keep up. Good luck, because I can't even keep up with this crap. Crazy not only comes in small packages, it apparently also zips you up into small packages. Yeah. Good morning, ugly truckling. Good to see you. Good morning, Ghost Fox. Good Lord Almighty. Magellan, good to see you. Hello, hello, all. Good morning, I am saying. How are you doing? Oh, yes, okay. Good to see you. Rare Aussie, yes, and another Aussie. Aussie, just Jen, morning, all. Mel Cormier. Nice to see you. I keep saying Mel and it's Melly Cormier. Good to see you. Hey, Glennis, right? Good to see you also. My gosh, man, Tommy Bugard, how you doing? Oh my. Hello, Farrell. Hello, Farrell. How are you today? JK. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Nice. Yes. Good. We got the core people in here this morning. Oh man, what a day. What a day it's gonna be. So, in case you guys don't know, this is like my Friday. This is my Friday morning because I don't usually work in the office on Fridays, which this is my office, but I don't do much of anything on Fridays except for work in the wood shop of love, as have referred to it multiple times because that's where all the love happens. No, I've got my door came in yesterday, so that's a really good thing. All I have to do tomorrow is just peel the packaging off of it, paint it up, and then I will have my own freshly painted pocket door. It sounds kinky, but it's not. Just it works in this room. And then of course I still need to get some carpeting in here. Well, not carpeting, but just an area rug and some furniture that I'm going to be picking up at some point in time. Yeah, make it a little bit cozier in here. We'll see. And it has been a good week. Yeah. Me too. The one I currently have isn't really well. It is, but it isn't. So in the room right next to me, there's a bedroom there, and in that bedroom, I built out a Murphy bed that my wife wanted, because a regular Murphy bed wouldn't fit under the ceiling. There's just an air duct that runs there. The ceiling wasn't high enough for it, so I made one for her. Had a has a what do you call it? Had legs and all that kind of stuff. You could fold it out, put it in a headboard, and then of course the doors I used to close it up. Well, one of those doors is my current pocket door, which is like basically quarter-inch plywood. So yeah, it is a good thing. Hey, good morning from Massachusetts. Good to see you, King Bucko. And Captain Kern, morning peoples. Yeah, Captain Kern sent me this sent me a video. I just don't want to get copywritten on it. But I'll send a link to it. I'll send a link to it so that way you guys can go check out Captain Kern. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Wood or steel? Oh, that one's just going to be. It's a wooden door. It's a wooden slab. It has windows in it. Or glass in it. It's just a not transparent, but translucent. Yeah. So light can actually filter in because this is a very very dark room. Huh. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um. Yeah. It's pretty damn funny. Morning, Terry Ham. Good morning, Melanie. Good morning. Good morning. Pool lady. Poodle lady. Nice. Ah, yes. So many gens in chat. Not sure if it's me. Yes, there are plenty of gens in chat. And that is Captain Kern's uh song right there. It's pretty darn hilarious. Did I see your Turtle Lady song? No, I don't think I've seen the Turtle Lady song. Why is it acting? Something's acting funky on my end here. Oh, there we go. Did you see my Turtle Lady song? No, I did not see your Turtle Lady song. Oh, Tess, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, that reminds me. I need to do this and get it popped up here. And that way I've got my I forgot to do this yesterday. I tend to forget. I do stream on multiple platforms. I stream over on Twitch, Rumble, Kick. I can't see Kick's chat unless I get another monitor. It would, I still need to get more stuff for this darned office. But yeah, whenever I get that monitor set up, I'll be able to view chat over on Kick. It does use up a lot of resources that I have noticed that. And what's the other one I'm on? Kick, Rumble, Twitter. Yeah, I'm on Twitter also. Yeah, so I'm on all of those. Index. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, that is correct. Say hi. How you doing? Nice. Good to see everybody. Man, oh man. Yes. Stacy Smith. Good to see you, girl. How you doing? Oh yeah. So I know I was hoping to avoid this, but I figured, we have to do these things right off the bat, just to get these things out of the way, just to get these things out of the way. So if we that way we can avoid these a little bit later on. Oh, okay, that one right there, and because I know you guys don't like hearing these things, but they have to be done. And I think this will probably be the most appropriate time to do this one right here. Yes, we're divided, but AP North poll shows Americans still agree on most core American values. Jeez, imagine this. Now, have I not been saying this the whole time? I didn't need a poll. I didn't need a poll for it to tell me this. That yes, we may disagree on some things, but core American values we all can agree on. And I didn't need a poll for this. So whenever I see things like this, despite the country's deep political polarization, who causes these deep political polarizations? Is it the people, or is it our wonderful media, our wonderful politicians that create all of this political polarization? Right to vote, right? The freedom of speech, the right to privacy, the freedom of religion, the right to peacefully assemble. And if you're an American, it should be all 100% right here. What is so wrong of this? That core values, core values are core. 9 inches of heavy wet. Oh, see, Terry, I thought you were saying something else. I am so sorry. I did not understand you were talking about rain. My apologies. And yes, I'm glad you made it through. I misread this. My apologies. I thought you were talking about 9 inches of something else. Forgive me. Forgive me. I am glad that I hope you have power restored very soon. Oh my gosh. See, I need to read these things before I start to read them. I know. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. 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 You're doing great. Oh my gosh. Yes. No cop camera video. Oh. Wow, Terry. See, good morning, Valstorm. How you doing? Good to see you, Valstorm. See, I just open it. I open it. Somebody plugged it while I slept. Oh, see, see, I so all right. I'm just gonna. The results would include perspectives on a number of different freedoms and rights, only has small variances between Republicans and Democrats, except on the right to bear arms. Wow. Here's a good way for those that don't believe we have the right to keep and bear arms. All these other rights that you have mean nothing without the way for you to enforce them. There you go. If that's a way that if that helps you um understand it just a little bit more. Shh, shh, damn it, Carol. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Well, let's not. Let's not hope that she does that. Um, threatening the stepdaughters about speaking out. Mm, stepping into yeah, it's 9 inches of something already. Doggone it. Oh, so if we all agree on these kinds of things right here, if we all believe on the core basic principles, and even a majority of people believe on the right to keep and bear arms, well, then we shouldn't see any disagreement by showing where the freedom of press, you know, doesn't really have freedom of press, especially when they're used as a political wing. That's not really freedom. That is not freedom at all. But we can all agree this is pretty nice. Good job, Wisconsin. Wisconsin voters approved ban on private money support for elections. That sounds good. Private money to fund elections will be banned in Wisconsin after voters approved a constitutional amendment Tuesday put forward by Republicans in reaction to grants received in 2020 that were funded by donations from Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. Voters also approved a second question put on the ballot by a Republican-controlled legislature that amends the Constitution to say that the only election officers can administer elections. That's already state law, but putting it in the Constitution makes it more difficult to repeal or change. The Wisconsin Republican Party hailed approval of the amendments. Yeah, hooray. Wisconsin has spoken and the message is clear. Elections belong to voters, not out-of-state billionaires, said GOP Chairman Brian Schimming in a statement. By adopting these amendments and blah, 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 blah. Whether you identify left or right, ensuring the fairness and integrity of our elections should be our shared priority. Democrats opposed both measures, which they argued would make it more difficult to conduct elections in the presidential battleground state. How would it make it more difficult to conduct elections? You have a box. Everyone puts their hat in the box, and then you have the election. Well, good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning to everyone that's coming in and just hanging out. This is wonderful. Good morning at Pensacola Airport, heading to Atlanta. Final flight to Washington State. Well, you be safe. You be safe, Deborah. Oh, yes. I know Atlanta Hartsfield very well. Of course, they call it like Hartsfield Jackson or something like that. It'll still be Hartsfield. Okay, how does anyone else in the party sidestep this new law and fortify this next election? Remember, if you disagree, you get unpersoned or deplatformed. Yeah, absolutely. Have safe travels, Deborah. Deborah, you have very safe travels. Can't wait for my grandparents who, well, they only do that. It happens. It happens. Both constitutional amendments on the ballot went in a reaction to grant money that came to Wisconsin in 2020 from the Center for Tech and Civic Life. It's a liberal group that fights for voter access. Well, it received a $300 million donation from Zuckerberg and his wife to help election officials buy supplies and run elections at the height of the pandemic before vaccines were available. Why? Why? I mean, I can understand trying to do something nice, but it looks really sketchy whenever you are donating it to just one activist group. And yes, they're very much an activist group. They dubbed the money Zuckerbucks complained the bulk of the funds went to Democrat strongholds and claimed it was an attempt for the billionaire to tip the vote in favor of Democrats. The argument came amid false claims made by Donald Trump and his supporters that widespread, yeah, see, there they go. They're trying to get me deleted off of YouTube for talking about these things. So no Democrats voted for the amendment. Well, go figure. They don't like giving up free money. They never have. 3 courts in Wisconsin's commission rejected complaints challenging the legality of the grant money. Well, go figure. But of course, as we saw before, all I have to do is show this: right to vote, freedom of speech, right to privacy, freedom of religion, peacefully assemble, freedom of press, keep and bear arms, and equal protection under the law. I mean, those are pretty damn straightforward things to have. But no. Let's talk about the Zuckerbucks. Yeah, Scott Bauer. He also writes music reviews. Oh, that's pretty cool, Scott. I wonder what kind of music reviews you review, because I haven't heard a whole bunch of good stuff come out lately. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, and if it makes any sense, why I get a little bit like this is because the news reports things, especially places like the AP, New York Times, all your major places, they have become very, very divisive in our country, trying to divide people by it has a lot to do with the wording. It's the best way to do it is look at that: circumvent Democratic governor, things like that. It's not Democratic, it is a Democrat governor. Stop being divisive with our country and point it out like it is. Also, we are not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic. Nothing has changed since the founding of this country. Fundamentally, nothing has changed since the founding of this country, even being asshats. Prosecutors in Trump's classified documents case sharply rebuked judges' unusual and flawed order. Wording. So they got all butthurt about the judge's order in this case. And you know what this case is about, or at least everyone should. So apparently a president had classified documents on him that he can declassify at any point in time whenever he leaves office. Before he leaves office, he can declassify them. They're his. He can just look at them and go, they're declassified. Nobody has to hear him say it. It doesn't have to be written in pen and paper. He can just declassify them anytime he damn well pleases. Well, they're all butthurt about this. Remember the CIA, FBI, one of those Department of Justice or some crap like that. One of these 3-letter synonyms showed up over in his at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, they showed up over there and they took all of these documents. Well, if they're classified, why are they touching them? They shouldn't be touching them at all. It's above their pay grade. Just saying. So, what happens whenever they do this? Well, then of course you get all the legal professionals that want to weigh in on it. I'm no lawyer. I'm just an idiot behind a microphone. Federal prosecutors chided the judge presiding over former President Donald Trump's classified documents case in Florida, warning her off potential jury instructions that they said rest on a fundamentally flawed legal premise. Well, anytime you hear these kind of words, these fundamentally, really, we're going to use that kind of language right there. Why don't you say that they rest on a flawed legal one? Why do you have to throw in fundamentally? Why does it need that one? Oh, because it's not. They throw that in there as sort of like, well, fundamentally on its face, it looks like it's wrong, but it's something that confuses the the dumb masses. As I said, dumb masses are easily confused and swayed, sort of like swing low, sweet chariot. Right. So, in this unusual order, U.S. District Judge Aileen, or it could be Eileen Cannon, had asked prosecutors and defense lawyers to formulate proposed jury instructions for most of the charges, even though it remains unclear when the case might even reach trial. She asked the lawyers to respond to two different scenarios in which she appeared to accept the Republican ex-president's argument that he was entitled under the statute known as the Presidential Records Act to retain the sensitive documents he is now charged with possessing. Because she's not seen the argument of why. And it's basically that she wants them to write one both ways, saying, well, what if he was allowed to have those? There's nothing wrong with her doing that. She can ask them to write whatever the hell she wants to. The order surprised legal experts. Okay. So legal experts were surprised. Why would a judge do this? Well, because special counsel Jack Smith's team, he was alarmed, which said in a filing late Tuesday that the 1978 law, which requires presidents to return presidential records to the government upon leaving office but permits them to retain purely personal ones, has no relevance in a case concerning highly classified documents like the one Trump is alleged to have stored in his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida. So what were in those documents? What were in those documents? And would it matter anyway what were in those documents if he had already declassified them? They're trying every which way, and it shows you how scared these people are that they want to silence, jail, hush, quiet, zip them up in a suitcase and flip them over upside down and laugh at them hysterically while they've been drinking. Donald Trump, why? What is it that they fear from this guy? What is it that they fear so much that they have to go to the ends of the earth to cause problems? What is it that they fear so much? It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what it is that they have that he has on them that they fear so much. And we're not talking about just Democrats. We're talking about Democrats, Republicans. They all have this unwavering fear of Donald Trump. Now, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they applauded him. gave him big kudos whenever he was sitting in his lane. But as soon as he stepped into their lane, oh my gosh, this guy's an idiot. He's a moron. He says all the things that we don't like that he says. Hmm. Those records, prosecutors say, were clearly not personal, and there's no evidence Trump ever designated them as such. See, here's where it becomes a big problem because nobody has to see him designate them. They said that the suggestion he did so was invented only after it became public that he had taken with him to Mar-a-Lago after his presidency boxes of records from the White House, and none of the witnesses they interviewed in the investigation supported his argument. What does it matter? What does it matter? None. Absolutely none at all. I think JS needs to reread the Presidential Records Act. Those records were declassified. Yep, they are all running scared. Absolutely. And that is the problem. Because you saw what happened with whenever Biden was busted with classified documents that he can't declassify on his possession. The attorney that was handling that, or the special investigator that was handling that, said the president wasn't competent enough to know that he was taking classified documents or even competent enough to answer the questions. Boy, that set off a firestorm of crap right there, because what you're saying that he's not competent enough to do this, so who's running the country? Are we completely off the rails? What's going on? And immediately, when they did that, then they started going after Trump again. Why did they go after Trump? Because he, and I believe he did it purposefully, he said Nikki Haley was in charge of the Capitol security, and she failed miserably at it. And do you realize how fast all of the news stations, and it was top story of how horrible Trump was. He was losing his mind. He's degenerated into horribleness because everybody knows that Nancy Pelosi was the one in charge of Capitol security. Wow. After the past 4 years, they've been hollering, saying, no, 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 it was Trump was in charge of Capitol security. Why didn't Trump do anything to stop this insurrection? Why didn't Trump do anything? He was in charge of Capitol security. He could have called in the National Guard at any time. And they just turned around because he said Nikki Haley was in charge of it. What did they say? No, no, it was Nancy Pelosi was in charge of it. She was Speaker of the House at the time. Really? And what did the news drop almost like a bomb after he did that? Oh, they walked away really quick. They jumped ship on that. They stopped talking about it. It was like, I guess we sort of stepped our foot in it, which means that, wow, maybe we should be handling somebody else and putting them in jail. But can't do that. Those fake boobs don't go well there. So, of course, this is what the prosecutors say. Not a single one heard Trump say that he was designating records as personal, or that at the time he caused the transfer of boxes to Mar-a-Lago, he believed that his removal of records amounted to designating them as personal under the PRA. To the contrary, every witness who was asked this question had never heard such a thing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you do or not. Smith's team said the judge insists on citing the presidential records law in her jury instructions. She should let the lawyers know as soon as possible so the prosecutors can appeal. So what do they want to appeal? Here's what you do, sweetheart. Not any advice or telling you what you need to do, but this is my advice. They're not telling you what you need to do, not telling you that you should do this, but you make them wait as long as you possibly can before you actually even cite that to the jury instruction, so that way they can flip out and appeal and it can be denied. and it just puts them in the worst goddamn position you possibly can put them in. I like that idea. Uh, and of course, they have audio. Prosecutors in Trump declassified case sharply rebuke judges. The judges in charge of this, they are losing their mind over it. Good morning, knock it offler. How you doing? Yes, nothing like keeping a SOT in charge of security. Exactly. A drunkard in charge of security. Yes, yes. When DJD says something that seems a bit off, start researching because there's usually a message there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good morning, Stacy. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Debbie Griffith. Oh, that's a Debbie's. It's a knockoffler. It's a knock it offler. Knock it offler. Knock it offler. See. I'm bad with names. I'm horrible. Good to see you, though. Good to see you. You watch the USA politics from Australia. I don't think the president ever has complete authority to say anything. Would that be close to the money? Has complete authority to say anything. Depends on what it is. I mean, he is the leader of the army. He is the Grandmaster in Chief. He is the Grandmaster Flash. He is the one that runs the army. He is top of the executive branch. Basically, if you think about this in like a board or something like that, you've got your chairman of the board. He's the boss. Now, what he says goes, but it doesn't mean that people aren't going to disobey the boss's orders whenever he says don't do that. It doesn't mean that they won't do it. It just means that he is telling them not to do it. So, flurf, flat earthers, flat earthers. I love it. Knock it off, flat earther. I like the fox guarding the hen house, Pelosi. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he does have the authority to speak on quite a bit of things. And it's you know it's weird. Smith's team has said features multiple defense motions to dismiss the indictment. Trump appointed judge has yet to rule on defense motions to dismiss the indictment, as well as other disagreements between the two sides, and the trial date remains unsettled, suggesting that a criminal case that Smith's team has said features overwhelmingly evidence could remain unresolved by the time of the November election. And didn't you think that might be the damn point? Because what it makes it look like you guys are doing is interference of an election. Jack. Suggesting Cannon, who earlier faced blistering criticism over her decision to grant his request for an independent arbiter to review the documents obtained during an FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, heard arguments last month on two of Trump's motions to dismiss the case, including that the Presidential Records Act permitted him to designate the documents as personal and that he was therefore permitted to retain them. The judge appeared skeptical of that position, but did not immediately rule. Okay. Days later, she asked two sides to craft jury instructions that responded to the following premise. A president has sole authority under the PRA to categorize records as personal or presidential during his or her presidency. Neither a court nor a jury is permitted to make or review such a categorization decision. Boom. An outgoing president's decision to exclude personal records from those returned to the government, she continued, constitutes a president's categorization of those records as personal under the PRA. That interpretation of the law is wrong, prosecutor said. Well, you got to prove that it's wrong there, son. That's it. Just prove it's wrong. Yeah, he is the commander in chief. Thank you. They also urged Canada to move quickly in rejecting the defense motions to dismiss. Well, the PRA's distinction between personal and presidential records has no bearing on whether a former president's possession of documents containing national defense information is authorized under the Espionage Act, and the PRSA should play no role in the jury instructions in the elements of Section 793, they said, citing the statute that makes it a crime to illegally retain national defense information. But if he's legally holding it, there's nothing they can do about it. Indeed, based on the current record, the PRA should not play any role at trial at all. Well, then why are we here? If you're saying it plays no role in it whatsoever, then why are we here? You should just dismiss the case right there at that point. If you're saying that the PRA should not play any role in the trial at all, then stop the trial. That would be I would say, no, we're not following through on this trial. We're shutting it down because you don't want us to, you're saying that you don't want the PRA to play any role at the trial. Then we should just shut this damn thing down. There's no reason to continue on because you're arguing that he didn't have it. The other side is arguing they did have it. So clearly it plays a role in it. If it doesn't play a role in it, then there's no point in arguing any portion of this. Of course, Trump, which is the presumptive nominee for 24, is facing dozens of felony counts. Okay. Related to the mishandling of documents, according to an indictment alleging he improperly shared a Pentagon plan of attack and a classified map related to a military operation. Oh, so maybe that's what it's about. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes, something a little shady that's currently happening that nobody knows about because him being president hasn't released it. And they're afraid that whenever that bombshell drops, that it's going to be so divisive in our country that it's going to make all of the little rhinos, little things shrivel up. It's going to make all of those warmongering sons of bucks shrivel up and want to just crawl into a corner. Maybe that's what is known. Maybe that's why they want to shut him up. Flores' case is among 4 criminal cases against the former president, who has insisted he did nothing wrong in any of them. Well, innocent until proven guilty. In a separate team, Trump filing defense lawyers renewed their demand that Cannon dismiss the indictment. I don't blame him. I would too. So Eric Tucker covers national security in Washington for the AAAP with a focus on the FBI and Department of Justice and the special counsel cases against former President Donald Trump. Why doesn't he look into the other stuff? I guess that would be just way, way, way too much for him to handle. And of course, got more for you. Election interference is at its max. I'm looking forward to the day we'll see many in cuffs. Dems, Rhinos, Soros, Schwabs, Ryan, all of them. Just see them go. It's only because we can expose them. And they hate it. They hate it that you have people that are free from telling you what they think you want to hear. We're unchained. I don't get paid by anybody to have my opinions, but I would guarantee you they can shut down my channel in a heartbeat to make sure that it's not heard. All it takes is one misstep. That's all it takes. One little misstep, one wrong word, and they would delete it in a heartbeat. They they would make no hesitation about removing voices like Dan Bongino, like Rush Limbaugh. They would make no qualms about it. They don't mind at all. Especially whenever it starts getting closer to the election. Be surprised how many channels are going to end up. Oh, that's disinformation. That's misinformation. Why do you think I pull up things like the AP? I can just say I'm reading their freaking own news. Crap like this. Why is a Treasury Secretary heading to China to talk trade and anti money laundering and Chinese overproduction? Why do you think this lady is showing up there? What purpose? What purpose does it serve her showing up there? Has no business being in China. They don't seem to realize is if they win these cases against Trump, it sets precedent for the GOP later on to use against them. Exactly. But it's not really about that. Oh yeah. I really miss Rush. Yeah. Who doesn't? That man was so on top of it. She's going to get a haircut. Well, there you go. There you go. Well, which hair is she going to get cut? I don't know. Joint Joint Base Eldamorph Richardson in Alaska. Okay, well, why are they writing from Alaska? Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is headed to China, determined to avoid open conflict with the United States. Wait, why is she headed to China to avoid open conflict with the United States? That's not her job. She's not an ambassador. She's not anything except for a Treasury Secretary. There's got to be another reason why she's going there. They're going to be hashing out rules on how to compete against each other. Since when do you make policy? Like how another country does business or how the United States does business. This is not your job. There are tensions over Chinese government support for the manufacturing of electric vehicles and solar panels. Not our problem. Just as the US government ramps up its own aid for these tech sectors. Don't. Don't. We need to stay away from this crap. As much as everybody says, oh well, battery's good. There's so many pluses. There's so many good things. Yeah, she's a stool pigeon because she's got nothing to lose. Because she knows she's going to have her ass, packing whenever Trump comes back in, if he has anything to say about it. Just as U.S. government ramps up its own aid for these tech sectors, there are differences in trade ownership of TikTok. Who gives two shits about TikTok? I mean, seriously. I don't give it two damns who the hell owns it. China can own it for all I care. They can get all your damn information. If you don't want to use the platform, then don't use the platform. If you don't want your information out there, don't use the damn platform. Don't put your shit out there. Then they won't know anything about you. All you have to do is just get yourself one of them little rooms, with all the wire on it and electrical. I can't remember what the hell it's called. It's a special room, and lock yourself away from the rest of the world. Nobody will ever find out anything about you because you'll be completely disconnected. Go back to those days. Go back to those days. Make it important again to disconnect from the internet. Access to computer chips and national security, all of them at risk, as well as become a carefully managed relationship. Yeah, I doubt it. The 77-year-old Yellen, a renowned economist, by whom she is screwed up so much that I am surprised that they even recognize her as something worthwhile. Former Federal Reserve Chair laid out to reporters the issues she intends to raise with her Chinese counterparts during their 5-day visit. Yellen is headed to, I'm going to say, Guangzhou and Beijing for meetings with finance leaders and state officials. Her engagements will include Vice Premier, Chinese Central Bank Governor, former Vice Premier, leaders of the American business operating in China, university students, and local leaders. Why? What are her issues that she intends to raise? because it doesn't tell us here yet. So during a refueling stop in Alaska on her way to Asia, said her visit would be a continuation of the dialogue that we have been engaged in and deepening ever since Joe Biden and Xi Jinping met in 22. That was 2 years ago that they met. She noted that it would be her third meeting with the vice premier. Why is she meeting with the vice premier? No reason. She recently accused China of flooding global markets with heavily subsidized green energy products. Okay. Do you know what happens whenever you flood the market? Geez, prices go down. Possibly undercutting the subsidies that the U.S. has provided to its own renewable energy and EV sectors with funds provided by Democrats. There you go. Now you're starting to understand why she's there. This right here is why she's there, because oh my God, they're tanking our economy. Our government just spent all these subsidies on all this bullshit green energy. And guess what? Guess what? Hit the like, folks. Hit the like. Oh, we'll get to those. This is important. This right here, what they're doing right here is important. They just flooded your economy. It's all about the money the government is spending on, and mainly Democrats are spending on this Inflation Reduction Act. She tends to repeat her concerns to the officials that they're flooding the global market with cheap solar panels and EVs that thwart the ability of the other countries to develop those sectors. Tough. We need to have a level playing field. No. We're concerned about the massive investment in China in a set of industries that's resulting in overcapacity. Yellen didn't rule out that taking additional steps to counter Chinese subsidies in these green energy sectors, and it's not just the United States, but quite a few countries like Mexico and Europe and Japan. Europe is not a country, you dumb broad, that are feeling the pressure for massive investments in these industries in China. Europe is not a country. You're an idiot, Janet. Treasury Secretary's travels come after Biden and Xi held their first call in 5 months on Tuesday, meant to demonstrate a return to regular leader-to-leader dialogue between the two powers. The leaders discussed Taiwan, AI, and security issues. Really? That's all they've got? That's all they've got? Is that as good as wanting 30 million for security for a group of Democrats? Yeah. The call, described by the White House as candid and constructive, was the leaders' first conversation. Still, it appeared to be difficult for the two countries to strike a balance between competition and antagonism. He hosted American CEOs in Beijing to court them on investing in China. Meanwhile, Biden issued an executive order that instructed interagency committee to closely monitor U.S. investments in China related to high-tech manufacturing. Well, because we know China, asshole, they will screw you over, but they're going about it the right way. I wouldn't trust a damn bit of them. The Biden administration's efforts over the last year to stabilize the relationship are clearly working. Clearly, it's not. Jesus, people. It is clear it is not stabilizing. It is making it worse. Because they say, but the main friction points all remain unresolved. It's clearly not working. You're not able to get it done. You know why you're not able to get it done is because you are a bunch of weak-willed people. This happens whenever you get the little weaklings in there. Oh, well, you know, it's no different than this border security crap where you have a group of people that believe border security would mean that we put more agents there to process these people into the country. It's like, that is not border security. Processing people in does not make it secure. It just means you're processing more people in. Yellen last week said China's flooded the market that distorts global prices. Yeah, Beijing's increased production of solar energy, electric vehicles, and lithium ion batteries poses risk to productivity and the growth to the global economy. Screw the global economy. Do what you're supposed to do, China. I mean, it really sucks, but they are they are dominating in this sector. And what you do, if you don't want it, stop bitching about it. Stop spending subsidies to do this kind of crap, and just let innovation happen. You know, you'd be surprised how well America works whenever politicians get out of the damn way and just let people work. Let them do what they do best. Get out of our way. Get out of our way. Let us do what we do best. It is all about control. And whenever they don't have control, they get very, 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 very upset. So China, of course, began to broaden its. Yeah, we all know this. Still, some experts see a benefit in the economic shutdown to produce green products. No, it'll become very obvious how green they are not. That's why I say let it go. Let all of these green companies just mass produce all the damn windmills they want to, place them everywhere on the in the middle of the freaking ocean for all I care. Let them rust to death. Let them annihilate entire swaths of wildlife and fauna. Let them mow down most of the beautiful land that we used to use for farming and turn them into solar farms. How's that? Let them do that and see how fast people will go. Oh, I can't understand why my food prices are so high. Go ahead, do it. And then whenever you can't get food because, well, you got to power up your electric car, but you're only allowed to drive it at certain times, and definitely you're not allowed to charge it during peak times at all, or else we're going to charge you four times the amount. you know how about that? And we're not going to let you put solar panels up in the city. No, 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 we can't do that because, well, that becomes, that's free energy. We can't have that. Can't have you powering up the grid like that. No, no, no. Yeah, there you go. And then do what he said, a 60% import tax. It's nice, isn't it, how that works? The only problem with that is then that import tax, they'll just stop importing. uh yeah, I agree. Hey, good morning, Indigo. Lona, good morning. Well, I reckon there's a market for cicada bee. There is a market for cicada bee. And you'll get plenty of it. You'll get plenty of it here pretty soon. Ah. All right. Now that I've gotten on the off of that one right there, we are to the point where we'll give you what you really, really, really want to hear about. Trillions of evolution's bizarre wonders, red-eyed periodical cicadas have pumps in their heads and jet-like muscles in their asses are about to emerge in numbers not seen in decades and possibly centuries, crawling out from underground every 13 or 17 years with a collective song as loud as jet engines. The periodical cicadas are nature's kings of the calendar. These black bugs with bulging eyes differ from their greener tinged cousins that come out annually. They stay buried year after year until they surface and take over a landscape covered houses with their shed exoskeletons and making the ground crunchy. Crunchy, I say. This spring, an unusual cicada double dose is about to invade a couple of parts of the United States in what the University of Connecticut cicada expert John Cooley called Cicadageddon. The last time these two broods came out together in 1803, Thomas Jefferson, who wrote about cicadas in his garden book but mistakenly called them locusts, was president. Periodic cicadas don't do subtle. If you're fascinated by the upcoming solar eclipse, these cicadas are weirder and bigger, said Georgia Tech's bioscientist. Sad Bamalama, sad Bamalama. Yeah. The cicada soaked in urine. Sad Bamalema. Wizinator. People to cicadas, not in the face. No, no. Don't be a flincher. If you've ever seen porn, you know what I'm talking about. Don't be a flincher. So bad. So bad. Oh, no. Yes, the cicadas will be coming out. Well, look at those creepy little creatures. You know, they get that their STD. And just think, there will be people. They came out last year. I guess it's just a different kind of brood. They come out every damn year. The cicadas come out. And of course, what's going to happen is everybody's going to flip out and they'll say, well, look, we can just eat the bugs. And then somebody's going to hallucinate and they'll do something really weird. Like, I don't know, a TikTok dance or something. They'll call it the cicada shuffle, or who the hell knows what's going on. And they just weird stuff going on in the world. Like these people. Oh, damn it. Why did it not work? My browser's slowing down. Children race to collect marshmallows dropped from a helicopter at a Detroit area park. Anybody ever think maybe this is just really stupid? Throwing food on the ground. But it rained marshmallows in suburban Detroit park on Friday. That was last Friday. As children raced to snatch up thousands of the gooey treats from the ground, trampling most of them, probably getting all kinds of like hoofed mouth diseases. But hey, they're kids. They'll survive. 5-second rule. Yeah, those things probably sit there longer than 5 seconds. Hundreds of children waved and cheered as the helicopter passed by on its way to the drop zone. Once there, a passenger dumped the treats out of a sack and onto the grass below, and children darted like little rodents to collect them. Officials stressed that although the fluffy treats are tempting, they must not be eaten because they hit the ground. Well, like I said, bad idea. Officials stress that though the fluffy treats are tempting, they must not be eaten because they hit the ground. Instead, kids exchange the marshmallows they collected for a prize bag containing candy, a coloring book, and a one-day pass to a water park. In Detroit. Yeah, sounds like fun. Let me go to the water park. It's pretty damn cold. These are zombie. These are zombified cicadas. Yes. Ooh, horrible stuff. Speaking of horrible stuff, we have.
What the fuck was that? I was not expecting that one.
Who's laughing now?
Hey,
Hey,
Lois.
Lois.
Hey, whoa,
Oh my
whoa,
God.
whoa,
Wow.
whoa,
Wow.
Whoa.
Lois.
whoa, Lois. This is not my Batman class.
So how you doing this morning, MG?
Oh, I'm freaking tired, but I got to drive to court. So
What
no
time did
rest
you
for the
finish
weary.
up? What time did you finish up last night?
I don't know. 1:30 my time.
Oh, okay. So that was about another hour.
And I completely forgot to dump everybody over to Lefty while he was playing his game. I felt terrible. I was like, as soon as the stream ended, I was like, oh shit, I didn't raid him. I didn't raid because he's playing his game and he had, and I was like, oh, but I had like 700 people. I was gonna just dump, and I completely forgot.
Oh my God!
It's so much fun to like throw people over there to him because he doesn't know what to do.
Well, it's funny because you'll dump people over on mine, and I'll
Yeah.
get up in the morning and there'll be like
Yes.
96 people still there.
Well, and I forgot about that too, because sometimes there's nobody going. I was like, well, I'll just dump him over in his shizzies. They'll be asleep, and he'll get, he'll have 50 people waiting on him, and they're all asleep.
So, somebody sent me a message like, "What in the hell is going on? Why are this is at 2:30 in the morning? Why are there like 100 and some odd people on your stream and you're not streaming?" I was like, I don't know, man. I'm just really good.
Yeah, I completely forgot last night because Expert and I were talking, and he was like, "All right, let's go." Because he was like, "It's 3:30 or 2:30 going on." And I was like, "Okay, I gotta go."
Yeah.
And I just rushed to close it out, and then as soon as it ended, I went, "Oh crap!"
Oh, I do.
Because the other night I stopped the outro in order to set up a raid. I was like, "Wait, gotta send you somewhere." And I just completely forgot.
Yeah, I always forget to do this also. Which somebody is sitting there going, "Oh, don't forget to fill out this." I don't care. See, and it's like, here's the thing. I turn my monetization on every time, every night, whenever I set this up, and for whatever reason, it turns the crap off. It's just weird.
Oh no! I just know that within about 10 minutes of my streaming, it goes yellow every night.
Yeah, mine every single one of mine goes yellow.
Except the night before. Well, not last night. So Tuesday night, it stayed green, and that was the one where we had the Coochie Lips girl.
Oh,
that
really?
one stayed green. Yeah, stay green the whole time.
You know what I think it is who it is that you're covering. That's what it is.
Yeah, but we covered. I still covered the motion to their correction of citation. I still covered Hale stuff Tuesday night because there was
just
a new
not
file.
Enough of it. Just not enough of it. That's what it is.
I don't know. Well, I didn't cover much of it last night. It was most of last night was the tonsil twins. It's Megan.
Oh my God!
She's like, she is never going to come back on my stream. She's never going to join my stream anymore because it's just freaking chaos.
Why did she not enjoy my reading of that?
Oh, I know she did. I was thinking about this morning. It's like we're gonna all end up getting sued by that jackass. he's somebody who would try to like sue us for making fun of him. Which is why in the middle of that we're like, hey, this is parody, this is satire. It's a joke.
It's a joke. I don't even know this person.
Get the stick out of your ass. I don't know who the hell he is.
Makes no sense to me.
Don't be a douche canoe.
Oh, how in the hell did Coochie Lips stay green?
I don't know. Because it's already gone through. It was there was already it's already gone through somebody else's, been through the ringer on monetization. Because there's somebody else's channel who has like 500,000 subs.
I don't know.
And I can't remember the name of the channel. It's in the description of my video, but they have like 500,000 subs. So somebody's like, "Yeah, you'll be fine. It's already gone through the review process."
I guess.
Yep. Man. I don't know. Stay green.
Like almost all of my disturbed stuff, they won't allow it to be monetized. All of the cult stuff.
Yeah.
And I put all the disclaimers up there, just like, this is disturbing stuff, but they're just like, oh, we're not monetizing it. I was just like, well, then go F off. I don't care. I'm still going to talk about it.
Oh no, I'm going to miss my $3 of ad revenue.
Not even that. We're talking like, because I did most of those such early on that maybe it's like 1/100th of a cent or something like that. So, I mean, I'd have to release 100 videos just to get a penny. That's how bad they are. It's just nothing. And most of those, and that's the other thing is most of the time I don't talk about anything there because I'm just rerouting everyone over to Rumble to continue the conversation there, because YouTube, it goes against all of their. I mean, I'll get my channel shut down on the stuff that I'm
Yeah.
showing. Like on YouTube, they don't play, which is fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm curious about Baker's stream yesterday.
What happened?
Oh, with the stabulation case he's following.
Yeah.
They had court video. They had video shown in court where, of course, it's stabulation. Dude got gutted, and he survived. But they showed it like it was showing the camera, the cell phone footage, and you can see he like gets up out of the water. He's like you can't really see. It's not very clear, but we know what it is. Like he's holding his guts.
Well,
he stayed up? You can see him holding something. It's kind of red. It's blurry, but because it's just poor quality, people don't know how to use their fucking cell phone cameras.
Well, the good part about
that is it's also in portrait mode. It's in portrait mode and not landscape.
Well, also one part about that is he can easily go in there and edit that little section out.
Yeah. Because he was being very careful not to show any of the stabulations video, that part of any of the videos, and that caught everybody off. He's like, oh well, okay,
there it is.
That's not good.
Yeah, he dropped it in the river too. Oh,
yeah, it was.
Okay, now you're live instead of 5 minutes behind. Well, glad you could make it. Well,
he was. Oh, at live instead. I thought it said you were live.
No, them.
Not sure how you could be 5 minutes behind.
Yeah.
You'll catch up to me eventually.
Yes. I saw the video clip, didn't watch it through, thought it was going to be graphic. Yeah.
Yeah, if it had been clear, if it had been me videoing it, yeah, it would have been crystal clear. Because I know how to use a damn cell phone camera.
Well, and like, I don't even
of course,
know
I wouldn't have been there. But
I'm wondering.
I don't go tubing on the river.
I'm curious if I got limited last night. Yeah, I got limited or no funds off of that one.
Yeah.
Well, and that's because it's all I was talking about Sarah Boone. Like, so yesterday what I did.
She's psycho.
Yeah. So yesterday
she's all the crazies.
Well, yesterday was just an intro to it. I showed I said this is going to be disturbing at the very beginning of it. I showed what was going on with the suitcase. Showed her making the phone call where she was trying to resuscitate him. Although we know that 12 hours in a suitcase probably not going to resuscitate too well.
Yeah, probably not.
And then the police showing up, and I got about a quarter of 1/3 of the way through her police interrogation. And then, it just got late enough that I shut everything down and dropped everyone over to you and talked with Kaiser and Danielle for a little bit before jumping on with you. It was a really nice talk with Megan. Yeah, I can't get in touch with her on the Twitter because I don't have that little blue check mark.
Yeah, she hasn't messaged you first.
Right.
Once she messages you and you have a DM going, then you'll be okay. Because that's how it was with DUI guy.
Yeah.
Even once we were following each other, I couldn't send him anything.
Yep.
Because he requires you to be verified, or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But once he sent me something, I was fine. That was good.
Yeah.
Tuck may be the same way, but I don't think I've messaged Tuck.
I've messaged with. Well, he might be, but I've been able to message with Tug. He's good.
Yeah, I don't think I've messaged Tug. I don't think I've been in messages with him.
He's good people. He's good people.
Yeah, he was going to bring me on one night, early on in the hail stuff, but I was like at home with the kid, like doing dinner and stuff. I was like, I was about to walk out the door for Taekwondo, and I told my wife about it. She's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." So we were walking out the door for Taekwondo. She's like, "Oh well, maybe some other time."
Yeah, well, this is how
And
this is
then,
how it goes. I mean,
yeah,
life is more important than YouTube's.
yeah. Well, I mean, it was Taekwondo class. It's not like it was like something really important.
Well, and of course, this morning, I had to talk all about the election stuff. That's all weird and funky. Um, you know, it's what happens. I do have something really cool though, which is Jesse Peterson, and
Jesse
I'm
Lee
not.
Peterson.
Yes,
Beta.
hopefully he doesn't strike me down.
I don't see why. As long as you're like cool with him, not like making fun of him.
No, I love Jesse. He's
Yeah.
awesome. He's awesome.
I just have one question for you.
You like
Do
black
you
people?
love black people?
I love black people. It's awesome. This right
He's
here.
funny.
Lunch one day with her parents, and she said, "I don't want to do it. I'm gonna terminate it." And I didn't. What am I supposed to say?
You should have said, hell no, you ain't killing my baby.
That's
Hey, are
right.
you a feminist?
I used to be a feminist,
used
but
to be a
recently
feminist?
I
Yeah,
have
like
made a
he's a
very
feminist.
large life change.
I
Oh my
used to
God.
be a feminist.
Yes.
The lift. Oh God.
I'm wondering
And I
if it
do
was
not
his to
identify as
begin
a
with.
feminist anymore. And that's because I have realized that feminism isn't about equality, because that's what I want, and that's
No,
what I
it's
was
not.
fighting for.
No,
And what
it
I've
wasn't.
seen now is feminism is about female superiority.
Yes.
Female
Yes.
superiority.
Yes.
They hate men, they hate me. They just use me as a tool, and I'm not going to have a part of it.
I don't blame you.
Well-
And when I asked, who are you? You gave me your name, but not who are you? Who you are. Who are you? Do you know?
I'm not sure what you mean by that question.
You said that you're going to be yourself. You're going to be who you are. And I asked,
Yes.
who are you? But you're right about the feminists. They do hate men. That's for sure. How did you come to recognize that they hate men?
Well, the breaking point was recently, a few months ago, my girlfriend.
I'm just curious. Did she
There's no way.
did
There's no
she-
way it's his. It was his.
Did she just sort of
There's
Peg?
no way that it's his. She was a
Yeah.
beard.
it was like that girl that says, "Oh, look, the black genes run in my family."
Yeah.
Like my great grandmother. No, that's no. No. No.
Hey, I've got sub-Saharan African ancestry somewhere.
Well, would you be surprised if your child came out looking like Jesse Lee Peterson?
Yeah, I would be very shocked.
Just saying, you'd be like, wait a second.
Hey. I mean, I know Sicily's pretty close.
Yeah, but
It's
still.
close to. I know I could skip a couple of generations, but
Oh, God. Yeah, but not like that. No.
no.
Of 6 years.
6 years?
Left me,
God,
and
his
the man
lisp
that
is
she
killing
left
me.
me.
She left.
Yes.
I don't understand why she left me.
I'm fabulous.
I'm a fabulous boyfriend.
I was
Oh.
too late before was a toxic male.
No, she left you for a man.
Yes.
Simple as that. She left you for a man. The only reason you were her girlfriend. You were her girlfriend, and she got a little bit of sexual pleasure off of you. But at some point, whenever she became serious, she was like, "Why am I with someone that is not a man? This guy is not going to provide for me. He's not going to protect me. He's not going to take care of me. He's not going to do all the manly things that make men men."
Like he's gonna protect her.
Yes, he can't even protect himself.
No.
He was the type of male that I thought we were fighting against. But for some reason, she's gone with him and threw me to the side. And
Yes,
if they want to do that,
it's because you.
Because when it comes down to it, women want a freaking man.
Yes, they don't want their husband being the one that gets pegged. Just saying, that's it's not a big turn on to them. I mean, it might be for the to degenerate, be what do you call that? Disparaging to a guy, but
Yeah.
other than that, they just have no respect for you. There you go. He's learning. He's learning. He should have learned this like decades ago.
Yep.
He'd be in a much better place.
That's fine, because I'm not going to participate in toxic masculinity and this type of game where you're just going to use me as bait or as designated driver to get you to your protests.
There you go.
Amazing.
Captain Kern.
So you dated her for 3 years?
That's a good point. Ask him a question, sir. Can you change a flat tire? Can you jump a battery that died? Can you jump start a car, and can you change a tire?
She's the one that neutered him. If the kid looks like Jesse Lee, I would have questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love black people?
You love black people? Oh, I love black people. Thank you, Tim. I've been jumping in my sleep. She wanted a real man, dude. Sir, can I ask you a question? Can you change a tire? Dude, he can't even change his own underwear without someone telling him how to do it. Bring back toxic masculinity. No, see, so here's what people misunderstand. What this guy is, what home chicken is here, he is toxic masculinity. He is the toxic one.
Yes.
The real men, they just, it's okay, you're gonna act a fool, then act a fool. These are the guys that you always had to be wary of in the locker room. Always, because you're like, something's not right about this guy. Why is he looking at my junk?
Yeah. He sure is taking a long time to change his clothes.
Yeah,
he's hanging out.
Everybody's,
or he's already changed his clothes. He changes real fast and then just sits there.
Yeah, that's even creepier.
Yeah,
like, dude. It seems like that type that wore his underwear over his clothing, thinking it made him super. I'm super. Thanks for asking. Toxic masculinity.
Spider-Man underwear.
Used to act like a man. Exactly. Lumberjacks across the world want their shirt back. Yes. Well, he's trying to grow a beard.
It's the hipster.
Yes. Jesse is so awesome.
6 years.
6 years.
Were you guys living together?
Yes, we were.
How old are you, Michael?
I'm 32 years old.
Oh, you seem younger. Why?
32, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. So he was 25 years old whenever he went in with some chick. 25 years old. 6 years. You know how long it took me to date my wife before I decided I was going to marry her? Like less than 3 months.
Yeah, I knew. We both moved out to Oklahoma together. I knew by that it was in August. I knew by Christmas, but I wasn't going to use Christmas to propose. No. I thought about it, and I actually talked to my mom, and she's like, "No," because she's like, "Don't do it." She said, "Because you're using up a holiday, a major holiday for something like that."
Yep.
Apparently, my dad did that years ago. Apparently,
yes,
I think, or he was going to and didn't. I don't know what happened, but she was like, "Yeah, don't use Christmas." And I was like, "That's a good idea." So I waited until that next summer. We went to Disney World. The whole family, like we all went, and that's where I did it. And I almost fucked that up because it was like into July. It was 95 degrees, and I'm walking around the Magic Kingdom with a damn ring in my cargo shorts, and like all day. I was going to do it around lunch. Nope. And it was so hot. We get to like lunchtime. She's like, "I've got a headache. I'm exhausted." She's like, I'm miserable. And I was like, "Okay, well, I can't do it today." So we went back. We all went back to the hotel. Like, we took a nap, went swimming and all that. Went back in the evening and did it then.
Nice.
And of course, right in front of the castle, there's like a star compass thing on the ground. At least there used to be. Did it right there.
Nice.
No, like they have photographers every effing where. Not a damn one of them saw me do it.
Oh.
Because normally they see that and they capture it, because I've seen them do it. They'll capture it and they'll go, hey, I got a picture. Here's, go to the photo people or whatever. And they said other people around us saw it. But then they were like, hey, you need to go find one of the photo people or whatever. And they told them about it. They ended up taking it later that evening, took pictures for free for us. At a different angle. It wasn't in front of the castle, it was at a different angle to the castle. But I was like, how in the world do all these photographers miss somebody do that?
Oh my gosh. Well, while you've been talking, I've been pulling up these people's chats right here. So Stacy says he's a Peter gazer. Volstorm says, someone says amen to Volstorm. Lumberjacks across the world want their shirt back. And then we've got King Paco says, is he acting gay or is he gay? I mean, and
yes.
Captain Kern says,
the answer is yes. It's probably both.
Captain Kern says, I mean, did she beat him down that hard to create that lisp? Two awesome dogs. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tammy. You're tired this morning. Started with a bad bloody nose.
Oh goodness. Yeah, it's the changing weather and allergies and all that fun stuff.
The perfect Aussie Cinderella.
It's going around. Bloody noses are going around right now.
Rare Aussie has a good one here. He says the perfect Aussie Cinderella is she sucks, she F's, and she turns into a carton of beer at midnight. and Volstorm says she got tired of having to be the top. That's why she left. Disney proposal? Yay! That's what Zach said.
Yeah, well, good for him.
Oh, I bet this guy has a cicada fetish. Oh, see, look at this. Met hubby in early July 1977, married December 17th, 1977, hoping he's still here for our 50th. He's 15 years older than her. Well, congratulations. That's damned well awesome. I was talking with my wife, we as I'm 7 years older than her, and when it was one day, just out of the blue, I think we'd been dating for about 3 months, and she looks at me and she goes, well, where is this going? I was like, what does that mean? She goes, well, I mean, are you serious about this or not? I was like, well, yeah, I'm pretty serious about this, but I'm not going to just sit there and gonna throw a wedding ring on you like just out of the blue. She was like, well, that might be nice. I was like, okay.
To just out of the blue, to just do that out of the blue.
Yeah. I was like, she's like, well, that might be nice. I was like, okay, well, she's into it then. So yeah. So whenever I proposed to her, we were in her one of her favorite cities and at one of her favorite places, and I had no idea at the time that was one of her favorite places, but so I proposed to her there, and it was, the rest is history. I mean, here we are. We've known each other for 20 years, and we've been married for going on 19 of them now.
Nice. Yeah, we've known each other for almost 8. Well, we've known each other 18, and have been married for 13. We just had our 13th anniversary.
Yeah, we didn't get married right away either, so it was.
Yeah, we got engaged after a year, but then I was in law school and she was trying to get her undergrad, so we waited a little over 3 years. 3.5 year engagement. But we knew that was going to happen. So like we were planning that. So we were like, it was going to be longer than that. I think I was like, no, we need to go on and do this.
Deborah Mellinger says 41 year April 2nd. Like
wow,
that's awesome.
My parents have been married. Let's see, it's going to be 46. Or they have been married 46. Shit.
MLS, good to see you. MLS says, am I late? Hello, Fubar. And hello, Tammy. Hello, all. Good to see you. Yep, married 40 years here. See, that's wonderful. I have no one. Well, that sometimes that's the way that it goes. I mean, I had a friend of mine, and he said I'd never plan on getting married. Yep.
Yeah.
So
well, my brother said that too.
Within a year, he was married.
Yeah, my brother said that too, and he's married now. So,
this guy's available.
Yeah.
Why did you marry her?
That's a good question. I
don't know.
I guess she just didn't want to. I'm not the type to propose. I would need to be proposed to, so she never asked.
Oh, Jesus.
What did he just say?
Men are not supposed to be proposed to.
He said, I'm not the type to propose. I'm the type to be proposed to.
Yeah, well, because you're a bitch.
Well, Jesus, man.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
That's it. That's all. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Because men bring the woman into their world. He doesn't go into her world. Why would you need to be proposed to? You're not a woman.
Because proposals are toxic masculinity. That is a man putting a woman on a spot.
Oh my God, God, he's such a bitch.
Yes, he is. He's such a bitch. Oh God. I'm laughing.
All he has to do is watch this interview to know why she left his ass.
Yes. It's like people are even saying, God damn, the beta male energy is effing cringe. Oh, yes. He's a douche. She never asked him. That says everything.
Yeah.
Yes. She was going, why aren't you asking me? Did I not shove it deep enough in your sphincter? I mean, I don't know what more I can do. Jeez.
Saying I need an answer right now, and I'm not that type of guy. I let women have the power, and I give them the power and responsibility, and I am just here to support them.
There you go.
Later.
And I always thought that that I never understood the whole cuck thing until I met this guy. It's like, oh, that's what a cuck is. I got it. I understand now. Yes, ladies, if you see a man like this, run away.
Run away.
Because they have no self-control over themselves. They have no power. They've stripped themselves of power. They've done this to themselves. Oh, I bet his daddy is real proud. I'm wondering if he even had a dad.
Maybe
really
not.
do. I wonder if he had a dad.
Might have been a single mother raising him.
And saying, don't be toxic like your dad. Don't be toxic like your dad. Your dad was a horrible
Don't be an asshole
man.
like your dad.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
Beta.
Sometimes you have to be an asshole. Yeah, exactly.
We got it. I didn't even have to say it. He did it.
Yeah, and I'm not that type of guy. I let women have the power, and I give them the power and responsibility, and I am just here to support them.
Beta.
Beta.
Jesse.
That's why your girlfriend left you, because you're a beta male. She wanted you to be a man. She wanted you to lead the way, not follow her.
But I did everything for that. Anything she asked for, I would do.
But you should never do that.
Exactly.
That's not leading.
Jeez.
I mean, I can, there are times I'm indecisive about where we're going to go eat dinner, because I don't really give a shit. I like food, so I'm like, hey, where do you want to go? I don't. Where do you want to go? I don't. She'll be like, give me some choices, and then I'll rattle off the places I want to go. So, I don't want to go there. Okay, well, where the hell do you want to go?
All right, here's where we're gonna go. That's what you do.
Yeah, eventually, okay, we're just going here.
Yeah, see, I cut that stuff out a while back. I mean, usually if it's I don't know, and then there's other times where she'd be like, oh, I'm just craving for
Yeah,
example, sushi.
because
I'm
there are
just
times where you say,
craving.
okay, well, I want the, this is what I'm wanting. It's like, okay, well, here's the places that have that. You know.
Yeah, yeah, she was banging other men the whole time. I
Oh yeah.
guarantee it. Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Volstorm. There's no doubt about that. There is no doubt that she was. Yes, be secure in your masculinity, but don't be a beta. Well, that's beta is being insecure in your masculinity. I don't want to be toxic. Your wife mows the lawn and I cook the dinner, but damn it, I tell her the mother tell her when the mother line.
I know the last part I'm lost. But
Yeah, I'm lost on that.
tell her when
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
but I tell her when to mow the lawn.
Gotcha. One of my friends.
I don't like my wife likes cutting the grass. I think she likes using the electric lawnmower. She likes doing yard, and I was like, no, don't do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm like, okay.
And one of my friends, his wife, she was an absolute hottie. She would get out there and mow the lawn, and of course the neighbor would just sit out there and just watch.
Yeah.
Like, this is so enjoyable. It's like I never thought watching a woman, mow a lawn would be so enjoyable. But she did it in workout. She'd get out there every week.
Yeah, I think my wife she does. She'll do the gardening. She'll do that kind of stuff, kind of as a workout, and to get away from the kids.
Yeah, you turn that thing on,
which is what that's why I cut the damn grass. I cut the grass to get away from you guys. Put my Bluetooth earbuds in, noise canceling. I can hardly hear the mower going, and it was Sunday, Easter Sunday afternoon. I needed to cut the grass. I didn't do it so that I could hide eggs. But I cut the grass that afternoon, and I go down the side of the house, and she's standing out there. It's like, whoa, I couldn't hear anything. And she's like talking to me, and I can't hear anything. It's like, what are you doing out here? She's like, I'm getting away from the kids. Like, well, welcome to my world.
Oh God, I love it. Just to put a tool belt on a woman, yeah, that's it. Nothing else but a tool belt, and I'm good to go. You just say when she was, dear Lord, she's gonna get the doghouse. Oh my gosh.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to lead and do the right thing, and she will follow. You're not supposed to give a woman or do everything that a woman asks you to do, because that's a weakness, and women hate weakness, hate weak men.
Well, I got a news flash for you. It's 2019. Okay, it's not 1986 anymore.
I got a news flash for you, buddy. She's out banging other dudes. and you're crying like a little bitch on Jesse Lee Peterson's show.
And Jesse's just laughing. He's like, dude, you have no idea.
It's 2019, buddy.
It's 2019 and you know what? It happened like a year, not even a year later. It was 2020, and your house probably got locked in a room all by yourself. And I wonder who his husband is now.
And what does that mean in 2019? What does that mean?
It means that we've evolved. We're no longer stuck in the dredges of a patriarchy. We've woke up and we see what's going on, and we're not going to participate in it anymore.
Oh, well.
We're not going to participate.
She's not participating in it anyway. She's not participating in your world anymore, buddy.
She grew up. He didn't.
she grew up, and she was thirsty for that world.
She wanted a sweaty man, just working his way all over her. She didn't want a sweaty man with cold sweats that couldn't work himself out of a wet paper bag. Oh my God.
So it means that you don't have values anymore?
Yeah, I have a lot of values, actually. Yes, I do.
But that's what they had in 18, whatever you said. It was the values. It's more values that led men and women. And so that should be the same today. Why has that changed?
Because it's not a woman's job. The values back then benefited men and men only, okay?
That's not true.
That is not true at all. That is so not true because it benefited
I think I missed that. I was driving.
He said
what did he say?
He said that the values of old only benefited men. They didn't benefit women.
No. It benefited society as a whole.
Exactly.
It's a perpetuation of our society.
Yes. Well, at least we don't have to worry about him breeding.
That's not true. Women, when men were men and they had more values, women got their values from the men. Now that the men are weak, women have no values because they don't have any way of getting them.
Well, that's a good point, but we have Andrea Ocasio-Cortez now too.
Look how nutty.
We have Andrea Ocasio-Cortez. She's a bobbly wobbly.
Yeah, she's a great example.
Oh God, a big butt Latina.
Hey, she is though. She has no value. She lives with her boyfriend. She's a socialist. She's out of her mind because she doesn't have a real man.
Well, we're going to have to disagree on that one because I think women can be strong and independent and alone, and they don't need men. They just get it.
Oh, do you hear that, women?
She still needs them. Oh, I bet she's getting men.
Yeah,
there are men out there that want to try to fix her.
I can fix her. Just look at me. No, look at me when I'm talking to you. Stop looking over there. Why are you only looking? Stop it.
Why the long face? Come on.
We don't have to worry about this guy breeding because he has low
no
T.
teeth. No teeth.
No teeth.
He's got no. It's not low T. He's got no teeth.
No teeth. It is gone. It's been gone for a while. He ain't no pot of gold in his rainbow.
Oh, there's more at the end of his rainbow. He tastes the Skittles.
He tasted the Skittles. AOC's getting
Taste
good
the rainbow.
AOC's
Yeah,
getting 534 members of Congress. Are we sure this isn't a woman?
537 because she's getting the ones from Puerto Rico too.
My favorite big booty Latina.
She's getting them all.
We are also men. Use the AOC example. What a low bar. That's because we deal with you all.
Get a career, work, and be happy.
No.
That's it.
Have you ever seen a strong woman?
No.
Yes, I have. I've seen plenty of them. I've been to multiple women marches.
But men only think that women are strong because men are weak. Women are not strong. It's just that men are weak. So it looked like women are strong. Are you you a social justice warrior, right?
I don't like to call myself that, but yeah, I suppose I am.
Yeah, that's what you are. Well, you're a beta, so that's why you don't want to.
And so, what does it mean to be a social justice warrior? What is that exactly?
It means that you stand up for social injustices that you see.
Like what, for example?
Like men trying to tell women that they can't abort their babies before birth. It's not your body.
So it's the baby body.
Well, it's not hers
body?
either. But
as long as the umbilical cord is attached, yes.
So the baby body is not his own body. It's the woman's body that she's killing.
Jesse just turned it on his head.
He didn't know what to say.
He's so confused. You just see the look in his face. Because what this guy just said was that umbilical cord, as long as it's attached, it's part of the woman's body. So Jesse said, so she's killing part of her body? And the guy's like, well,
that's all her. That is 100% her DNA that's being tossed out.
Yeah, sure. It's all just her DNA. They're turning
Nobody
the
else's
gay.
DNA is necessary.
They're turning the frogs gay. They're making the women.
Frogs gay, I tell you. Well, he must just guzzle that water.
Social injustice.
Social injustice.
This has got special needs or something. Oh, good Lord. I just reached to the damn phone and slapped this idiot. This guy's special needs or something? Oh, yes.
He's on the short bus.
He rides the short bus.
The short bus.
Sometimes
Captain Kirk.
Sometimes he likes to get on the big bus, too.
Oh, God. Yeah, Captain Kirk. Lemmy Winks made it all the way up into his brain.
The gerbil that escaped his ass, trying to make him want brain cell power.
That's Lemmy Winks.
Come on, ladies, fess up. You find this man attractive, show your hands. Find more guys showing their hands than the ladies.
Well, a part of her body.
2 bombs.
I'm sorry?
A part of her body.
How's a part of her body if the baby has its own body? It's not the woman's body that she's killing the baby's body.
Well, if you cut the umbilical cord, that baby would not survive because it needs the mother.
No. When it comes out alive, they cut the umbilical cord because it doesn't need the mother. So when they kill the baby, the woman, they're not killing their bodies. They're not hurting their bodies. They're killing another body, another human being. Have you ever thought about that?
Yes.
You don't care.
But
he's okay with
it's also a fact that babies can't feel pain before their first birthday.
What?
And we cannot.
Oh, Jesus.
What did he say? They can't feel pain when?
Till after their first birthday.
Are you kidding me?
Did this guy...
He seriously just said that they can't feel pain until after their first birthday?
Yes, that's what he said. John, I'm gay to get tons of mussy. I am still a man. Damn right, John. Would you take this guy into your fold? He believes that babies don't feel anything until after their first birthday. Who fed him this bullshit? Where did he get this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, here, this is for you. This is for you, John.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
There you go. That's for you, John. Oh God. I want to slap him now. I want to slap him. Life is like a box of chocolates. If you feed them to your dog, if you feed them to your dog, they'll kill them, just like the police.
The ATF.
Better watch him. He ate too many zombie cicadas. Good Lord, this guy's keep him away from large, sharp objects. This kind of guy. Oh God.
Not expect women to carry a growing human in their body if they don't want to. If they have anxiety, if they have a depression, if they're having a hard time, they need that right.
So just having a hard time. Well, let's just get rid of this.
So those issues give a woman a right to kill a human being in her body.
No, it gives her a right to terminate a pregnancy.
Well, here's the thing, because there's more than one way to terminate a pregnancy. There's more than one way to terminate a pregnancy. You can do it forcefully, or you can let it naturally run its course. And guess what? That terminates the pregnancy. Exactly. You're no longer pregnant whenever you give birth. That would be a good termination of a pregnancy. And I would, as much as people might get all upset about the whole abortion thing, let me put it this way. My sister-in-law, she had constant bleeding. Not constant, but she was going to the hospital quite often. Her regular OBGYN, I think is what it is, that was basically going to be there delivering the baby wasn't there one time that she went in, and the doctor was pushing for her to terminate. Like pushing, and she was like, "Oh hell no! Who are you? You get the hell away from me! You stay away from me! You stay away from my baby! I do not want you in this room whatsoever! You need to get the hell out of here!" That little girl just turned 5. Okay, and this guy wanted to terminate. So, I might have a little objection to people wanting to, that people think that it's just, that's the only way. There's a good way to terminate. There's a bad way, and sorry, just it gets me worked up because she's a lovely child, and nobody should be a doctor like that. That doesn't make a good.
And
doctor.
there's so many people out there who medically can't have kids.
Yes.
If you don't want it, there's a long line of people ready to adopt.
Mm-hmm.
But T. Underwood says he's just pulling it out of his arse now. No, he's not pulling anything out of there.
No. This has been shoved in there so many times.
Terminate mean that they kill is that person's life taken away from them when they terminate them?
Yes.
So they're killing there, right? And so you're saying that a woman has a right to kill a human being, and it's not her body, but she has a right to kill boys and girls in their bodies.
It's not like there's just random children floating around inside their bodies. They've made this baby. It's theirs. It's part of them. And if they want to end it, they should be able to.
Do they make the baby, or does the man make the baby?
The woman makes the baby.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, really?
It's like they don't feel pain.
Just spontaneously,
Oh my God. Oh, shout out to JD Fan for his master beta joke.
This guy is a master beta.
Oh God. Oh, JD Fan. Too many zombie cicada. Oh my God.
No, he's a master. He said master beta up there somewhere.
Makes me wonder what his parents in school taught him about the birds and the bees. It was probably his mother that taught him the birds and the bees, and father had nothing to do with it. Oh my God, yes. Or you keep your legs shut. That's
do that too.
Oh Jesus, Louise. Okay.
No, women don't make babies. Women just carry them for the men. It's the men who make the baby. And
no, that is not true. That is not true.
Women how do women make babies?
By growing an egg into a baby.
No, where they get it from that make the baby? Where do they get that seed from that makes the baby?
From a real man?
It could come from a man. It could come from a
It could come
from the Holy
a
Spirit. No, from a man, or it could come from the Holy Spirit. So I mean, that does happen too. That has happened. God has come down and done that. But it's been a couple thousand years since that happened.
This is worse than power passing zombified cicadas.
Hot.
What? It comes from a test tube. It still comes from a man, dumbass.
Yeah, you still gotta have a man.
Yes. Return of the Frog's Day.
The stork is the one that does it. It's the stork.
I just
brings it to the mommy.
I gotta hear what he says. What brings it?
Fertilization from a doctor.
Where does the doctor get it from?
A doctor man.
There's lots of ways. You don't need men.
No, you do. Where they get the fertilization from? Where did that doctor get it from?
I'm not sure. I don't work in a medical facility.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Birds and the bees, dude. Oh God. Getting up this beta's dirt stir.
Nobody ever told him about the birds and the bees.
Oh God. John, John, this is glorious. John says, getting up in this beta's dirt star must be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. I've met manlier women than him. Oh my God. Dude. you, you, Thank you, John. Oh my God, that is so right. He doesn't work in a medical facility, is what he has to say. Doesn't work in a medical facility. All right. You don't know how this stuff works.
The doctor got it from another man. Some man donated his sperm, and that's how the doctor got it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Would you want your
MLS is at the McDonald's drive-thru. What is he ordering?
If you had got her,
you're going through McDonald's drive-thru?
Yeah, what
Big
number?
muffin, man.
No, MLS is. What number is he ordering?
He says number 4 is the best.
Which one is that? Is that one of the McMuffins? Or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or something? I don't know. Big breakfast with hotcakes. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just went for it. Yeah.
My kids like the big breakfast.
See, I like going through Chick-fil-A. I like going to Chick-fil-A. That's that, and I get the sausage, egg, cheese biscuit, or the sausage, egg, cheese muffin.
Yeah, which is weird because I go to Chick-fil-A for the chicken. I don't go there for sausage.
Yeah. I see. The only problem is every time that I get it, it's always cold because they make them like in advance, and then they're cold by the time you get them.
Yeah,
they're not all hot like you like them. Captain Kern gifted 5 memberships.
Yeah, see, and I go to McDonald's. I don't order the meals at McDonald's. I use the app, and they have a $1.50 breakfast sandwich. So I get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for $1.50.
There you go. So, thank you, Captain Kern. John Coleman got a membership. Toodly Pip got a membership. JD Fan got a membership. Tracy McLaughlin Holmes got a membership. Congratulations, all 5 of you, and thank you, Captain Kern. We appreciate you so much. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you. That is so kind of you. And welcome all. Here we go.
Did you have sex with her without being married?
Yes.
If you had got her pregnant, would you have wanted her to kill your child?
Well, I did get her pregnant once.
No, you didn't.
She did abort the baby, but she was going through anxiety at the time, and I understood.
So what?
How many abortions did she have?
2.
For you?
2? I guarantee you these weren't his kids. These were not his kids.
There's no way. That's why she wanted to, because it was going to come out looking like Jesse.
No, it's going to come out looking like a real man.
No, it will come out looking like Jesse, because that's yeah.
No pregnancy. Yeah, either he is completely lying, or he is that dispassionate about somebody killing somebody. Like this is a person that
this is lampshade level of concern here.
Yeah, it's just like, because I mean,
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Oof. He is not the father.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, one with me.
And one with another man?
Yes.
Amazing. Why did you know that before you got with her, that she had already had an abortion?
No, I found out while we were dating.
Oh. How did you feel when she killed your child?
I was a little sad, but it helped her, so I was not going to be selfish.
So you were not going to be selfish and look out for your own child.
Your legacy.
Yeah, your legacy. You had no concern whatsoever. Oh,
thank you, God. Seriously. He doesn't deserve to have any offspring.
No. He's losing, so he's doubling down.
It wasn't his. He said he thinks it was his. It wasn't his.
No.
No way.
If she was even pregnant at all.
No,
I don't know.
She probably. Well, it's like Laura Owens here.
Yeah.
But no, that's it. It was going to come out looking like Jesse.
I would look out for my own child.
But you let the woman kill your child.
Well, it's her body. I didn't allow her. It's her body.
Did.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
She didn't even need to ask me.
Did she ask you?
No.
She did it without asking you?
Well, no, I knew it was going to happen, but she didn't ask me. She told me.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now you're upset about it. You should have kicked her ass to the curb.
You should.
I think I'm passing Valhalla. Like 1,000 goats out there.
Nice. I mean, all he had to do is step up and say, "No, you're not doing that."
Yeah, no, don't do it.
No, we're gonna have this kid, and I'm gonna man up.
And if you want it, and if you don't want to help raise it, I'll raise it by myself.
Exactly.
Or we'll put it up for adoption. There are plenty of people who want to raise a kid.
Exactly. Son.
She told you, I'm going to kill your child. How many months was she pregnant?
I believe it was 4.
Wow.
Wow.
And so she just said, Michael, I'm going to kill your child tomorrow morning. And you said, okay, go ahead. See, have breakfast.
No, that's not how it went.
Well,
she was having a hard time with her anxiety. She was being really stressed out.
Yeah, that's what she's telling you.
Yeah, she was probably really
she was stressed out because it wasn't going to come out. It wasn't going to be his.
Even if it was going to be his, wouldn't you be stressed out if you put yourself in this woman's position? You've got this guy that got you knocked up. He can't even man up and ask you to marry him because he wants her to propose. He has no control over himself whatsoever because he likes to be that little beta cuck that gets kicked.
How is he going to protect them?
Yeah,
how is he going to take care of them?
She knew. She was like, oh my God. I mean, I don't agree with her decision and the way that she went about it, but I understand why. I mean, put someone in that position.
Going through anxiety and all that. Women go through that anyway when they're pregnant.
Yes.
There's hormones go crazy.
And that's why you have the man that goes, it's okay. We'll get through this. I'm here for you. He's reassuring. Here's some some Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Here's some pickles. Anything.
Here's
what do you need?
With our daughter, my wife was crazy. She wanted Chinese food. So like every week we went to the damn Chinese buffet. So I gained 40 pounds right along with her.
Just like, damn it, woman.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's so good though. It's so good.
Oh, so good.
It was like, we meet for lunch. There was one down the street from the office. She was like, and when we lived like a mile from my office. She was like, hey, what to get? And she was getting her master's. So I mean, during the day, and her classes were at night with her master's program. So during the day, she was like, hey, want to meet for lunch? We'd go and meet go get lunch at the Chinese buffet. Okay. Or on the weekends. She's like, I want Chinese. Okay.
And Tootley Pip does have a question. MLS, how many more are there like him out in the world? More than there should.
Too many.
Way too many. Way too many. Oh my God! Darn it! Gotta go do my day. Well, you take care, Melanie. It was glad that you could stop by. Bye, Melanie. Bye, Melanie. Have a good one. See,
there's a Weird Al song called Melanie.
There is. That is true.
There is.
All right. Let's do this. Let's finish this thing.
We went for lunch one day with her parents, and she said, "I don't want to do it. I'm gonna terminate it." And
you just said, "Okay."
I didn't. What am I supposed to say?
No.
You should have said, "Hell no! You ain't killing my baby."
Damn right.
Well, we were in a restaurant, and her parents were there, and I'm not going to cause a scene.
Dude, if her parents are there, maybe say, "I'm marrying up your daughter." Like, man, he just couldn't get the damn hint.
Yeah.
He could not get the hint. Jesus. You're there with her parents, and she says some crap like that. The parents are probably like, please, oh my God, do not bring a child into the world with this man, whatever you do, because he's oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh ah I
Yeah, and if you got to say something. If she insists, you just get up and walk the fuck out.
yeah.
Bye.
Done.
Gone. I won't be there when you get home.
Oh
But
jeez.
you demanded. I mean, it's just I don't get it. And where the hell were her parents? She's saying that over dinner with the parents.
Yes. She's there with her parents and she's talking with her parents. Her parents are there. You're in the restaurant and you have to man that up. You have to say, listen, I apparently he doesn't love the girl, or else if he did, he would wish the best for her and his child.
He had already put a ring on it.
Yeah, or here's a perfect opportunity to do this. Oh my God. And I'm surprised her dad didn't just beat the ever living snot out of this guy. Maybe that's why she took him to a restaurant, because dad was just like, if I was anywhere, if I meet this guy in public, I am going to kick the snot out of him.
But in public, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Maybe this girl is smarter than we give her credit for. Good Lord. She knew
exactly,
man.
JD fans.
Oh, Jesus.
Spend 95 cents to buy around.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Why not? Why not?
Because it would be rude.
Which
and
is
very
more,
patriarchal.
What?
Patriarchal.
Which is most rude is to say, I'm going to kill your child after lunch today, or hell no, you're not going to kill my child.
She didn't say that. She didn't say, I'm going to kill your child. She said, I'm going to abort your child. There's a big difference.
It's the same as killing.
No, there's not.
Oh my God. Oh, this guy is such a moron. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, dear Lord.
Please.
Oh, you tried, Jesse. You tried.
He tried.
He tried.
I found the new Toyota truck. It is so awesome. Wait till you see this. This is the new Toyota truck. Check this thing out.
Holy shit. Yes, that's right.
Look at it. Look at it. New Toyota truck. Dun, dun, dun. You too can have one of these.
It needs a 50 cal mounted on the top, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Boom. Boom.
That's
Boom, boom, boom.
It's the perfect armored personnel carrier. Things last forever. You can't destroy them.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, mount a gun on it.
There you go. Oh my God. So we were talking about men. So let's bring up the woman's perspective on this one. There's a woman's perspective.
Men are exhausting. The whole patriarchy is exhausting. We even tried to go along with it, and it's still not enough. So we're just going to pull back completely. Pretty soon we're just going to ignore all of them. Just every single sentence that comes out of their mouth, we're just going to look the other way. We're just going to walk away because we're so done. We're so fed up. They created patriarchy. They created a system where women could stay in the house, and they said, hey, we'll be the providers and you take care of the children. Meanwhile, it was just to have access to our body and to make sure that nobody else did. So we did that. We stayed in the home and we said, hey, can you provide? And they're like, wait a minute, these bills are getting pretty high. Can you go out and get a job? And we're like, yeah, we love you so much in the family. So we went and got a job. And then they guilted us for getting that job and called it breaking up the family. They called it feminism. They called it a government psyop. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. None of it makes any sense. We pushed out babies from our bodies and they took their last name. They took their last name. Make it make sense. They want us to have a job, children, house, low body count, and it's never enough. So we pull all the way back and it's still not good enough. They're never going to be happy because they never want to take accountability. They just want more and more and more. And what happens when you get greedy? Everything falls apart.
Jesus, that woman is so stupid. Oh, God. Oh.
Well,
But,
I mean, she's got to be like sophomore college age. So, she's still in the middle of her indoctrination camp.
So tonight I'm gonna be starting up on Edgecombe, and the next thing that I'm going to be covering, which this is absolutely glorious, and I really want to cover this. This guy right here is this one right here. This is what I want to talk about. This is awesome.
What was supposed to be a positive development in the heart of Huntington has turned into controversy after accusations of racism and discrimination went viral on social media.
We're talking about Crispy's Chicken. It's the restaurant owned by NFL Hall of Famer Randy Moss. But as 13 News reporter Jordan Meade tells us, the manager of the restaurant says the community isn't supporting the business, and he claims it has nothing to do with the food.
This is the owner.
Video. Great energy, great food. Randy Moss.
That's the manager. He's not the owner.
Yes, this is the manager.
He's been here for the past few months. It has been nothing but negativity from the community not supporting.
That's the manager of Crispy's Chicken, a fast food restaurant in Huntington. In the video posted just last week, he lashes out at the community, saying their criticism goes beyond the food and service.
The entire community is filled with negativity. Being an African-American company, this is what we deal with on a regular basis. Unfortunate, we're not the other color, which is unfortunate to you guys, because if we were the other color, I'm sure there'd be a lot more respect.
After the backlash from his post, the manager, who would only tell us his first name, called out a local host of a podcast to do an interview.
We try to be positive and have a positive effect on the community, but it just wasn't happening.
But from that interview came more controversy.
What did our community do? They tore us down, like they always do. The African-American community, we are known to tear each other down. The Chinese is not known for it. The Europeans, nobody else is known for it.
That's something that Talk Huntington host David Williams, who goes by the on-air name of Alligator Jackson, says he tried to de-escalate while addressing complaints. 13 News spoke to Kurt today. He doubled down on his statements.
Anybody that misunderstood what I said on that video, you have to think. It was clear as day what I said. It was clear. It was clear that that's what African Americans been going through for centuries. It's clear. But you know what these people did on that post? They took it and made it a race thing. That's what they did. They made it a black and white thing. And for me, if you feel like it was a race thing, then in my opinion, it hit your heart. So maybe it is a little bit of racism within yourself. Mm-hmm. Because if it touched you that much, that must be you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's blaming their, his own community for not supporting the restaurant.
Well, they're not supporting the restaurant because if you dig into it, you find out there's a reason why they don't support the restaurant, because the service is bad, the food is not good, and then they give you an attitude on top of it. Dude, why would you go into? You don't support places that degrade you and treat you like crap. You go into places that if their food is good, their service is good, and you don't care what color happens to be operating in the restaurant. You're just like, food is good, man. The food is great. The service is impeccable. I mean, that's all it takes to be a successful restaurant. So he's a manager of it.
And location is very important too.
He's in a great location too. That's the thing about it. But all the people that he service, they would give negative reviews, because if you've got an
he's probably the reason they're not supporting it. But
exactly, oh my god, this is just people. I've worked in restaurants before, and whenever you've got crappy service, nobody wants to be there. Oh, geez, Louise. Well, it is about that time. I'm running late to work, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to.
David makes a point though.
What did David say? He says, I care about the color. If everyone there is green, you're not going in. Or purple. Like, if they look like they were zipped up in a suitcase, you don't want to go there either. Sorry.
Yeah, just get your food to go.
Oh, get your food. Well, you just, then it becomes carry out. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, everybody, tonight, Edgecombe is what I'm going to be covering. Of course, I'll be here every morning as usual. I was running a little bit late this morning, but that was intentional. I knew I was going to sleep in just a little bit. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, MG, for coming on. And we will have.
I'm still driving to court, so
hey, I'll be here for a little bit afterwards. But everybody, have a wonderful morning. We'll see you tonight. Peace, y'all. Peace.
Now I gotta call somebody to come get me because my car turned into a spaceship and I don't know how to fly it. I'm not an astronaut.